And I bet you guys are probably surprised, you know, if you're a seasoned subscriber to my channel, you're probably surprised that I've actually gone ahead and gotten this bag, because I never made any mention on my YouTube channel or my wish list that I wanted this bag. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And firstly, Merry Christmas, a happy holidays to whoever celebrates. So I'm filming this video actually 2 days before Christmas, but obviously I'm going to be uploading after Christmas. But the reason that I'm doing this video first, for a couple reasons. Firstly, I know that it's going to be crazy on Christmas Day and there's absolutely no way I'm going to be filming videos. So I do have another video I'm going to film today. And the other thing is that this item has actually come from Louis Vuitton and it just arrived today. So always I notice at like the very end of the year when it's really close to Christmas, they do complimentary express shipping. And then when it gets really, really close to Christmas, like only a few days, they do same day delivery as long as you're within the metropolitan area that the warehouse is located. I actually ordered this at like 12 o'clock. And the cutoff was 11:30 a.m. but they still managed to ship it and it did arrive today. And yeah, look, let's just open it up. Let's open it up. Now this is actually going to be a Christmas present to myself. I can't say whether or not like this is something that I'm going to be keeping because I just don't know, and we'll talk about it in a moment. But it was something that I had been thinking about getting for quite a long time, like a really, really long time. I've been thinking about getting this for a multitude of reasons, but it did come inside this massive, huge bag. So this is going to be a genuine Christmas unboxing because I haven't actually seen it yet. This is, I think it's the Game On paper bag. I think that there was another bag that they had for holidays, but I don't know if in Australia we got it or if you ordered from the online store, if you actually got the different shopping bag. Let's open this up. No fancy ribbon, just the blue one. Nothing exciting. It's a little bit disappointing, not gonna lie. This is going to be a Christmas present from myself to myself if I keep it. Yeah, because I just have to test some things first. And there is going to be a logic as to why I actually chose this Louis Vuitton bag. I am actually pretty excited for the reason that I can't believe I'm actually adding this kind of Louis Vuitton bag to my collection, because I do have a Louis Vuitton multi-pochette and I love that for many, many, many reasons, but that's kind of like a trendy bag, whereas this bag is not exactly like a trendy bag. It's more of a responsible adult mum kind of bag. And I bet you guys are probably surprised, you know, if you're a seasoned subscriber to my channel, you're probably surprised that I've actually gone ahead and gotten this bag, because I never made any mention on my YouTube channel or my wish list that I wanted this bag, but I had been thinking about it for quite some time. And I got the Louis Vuitton Neo Noir, and this is in monogram canvas, quite obviously, and it's with the black leather. So they do have a few options. They have this, the black leather, they have rose poudre, and then they also have a red as well. They also have a caramel color as well. I was thinking about that too, but it wasn't in stock. However, it was either between the black or the caramel. I'm just gonna give it a look over, because if you have watched my videos before when I've done Louis Vuitton reveals, they haven't exactly gone to plan. Yeah, I've had, unfortunately, received a couple bags that had some quality issues. So I am going to give this a good look over. So I had to go feed my son, and also he's teething. So this video, I know I'm gonna get lots of interruptions. That's just the way life is when you are a mum with 2 kids. So yeah, I had a look over the bag. The only things that I kind of noticed was on the heat stamp, made in Italy. So yeah, this was made in Italy, not made in France. Would have preferred made in France just for the sake of it, because I feel like, you know, Louis Vuitton originates from France, but big whoopity-doo. If you can kind of see that there, the Italy stamp is kind of got like a bit of a shadow to it. So it's like they've kind of pressed it, didn't get it right, and they kind of just pressed it again. It's mostly only on the Y. I'll just put a picture up on the screen because this probably didn't focus in. The only other thing I noticed was there's like this bit of this sort of like, there's a bit of a slight indentation on the back of the bag, just down the bottom here. You probably hardly could even see it. It's just kind of right there. There it is. It kind of just kind of curves in a bit. It might sort of even out over time, maybe just the way that it was a bit more tightly sewn in that sort of area of the canvas. But if it doesn't even out over time, I don't really feel like that's a big deal because it's at the back of the bag. You don't see it. And then the other thing I did notice was that this kind of tie is a bit kind of like a bit wonky. This side is really smooth, like it's no problem whatsoever. It's very smooth. This side has got like this kink in it, you know? It's just a bit bendy, a bit kinky sort of thing. But again, I don't really feel like that's going to be too much of a problem because when you tighten the bag like that, so when it's fully closed, when you want to fully close it and tighten up the bag, oh, that does look a bit sad, doesn't it? Look at that. This one's like got like a nice kind of curve to it, but the sad one with the big like bend in it is like a bit sad looking. The only way that I could possibly not keep this bag is if I find that I don't end up reaching for it for the purpose that I bought it for, that kind of thing. So the reason I actually bought this for myself was going back to the point of being a responsible adult, having like a kind of mum bag, a bigger bag, because I usually just use smaller bags, and if I do need to use a bigger bag, I'll use my Birkin 30, or if I need a bag that's more carefree when I got my kids around, we're going places, I tend to use my Senreve Mini Maestra. So this is my Senreve Mini Maestra. I probably should have grabbed the pink one because this is going to wash out the white, it's going to reflect, but I feel like the size wise, the Neo Noir is just that, it's that bit bigger because there's more height to the bag compared to this. Like, see how it's not as high sort of thing. The Senreve Mini Maestra is far more versatile, no doubt about it, because I can use it as a backpack. So if I want to use a bag only as a backpack, or I know that there's going to be a high chance I'm going to need it to be a backpack, then I will still reach for my Senreve Mini Maestra. I probably still am going to reach for this a lot because I just love my Senreve bags. But this is more for instances, say, where we're going somewhere with the kids and I need to carry more, so I need to carry their drink bottles, I need to carry some snacks, that kind of thing, and I want a shoulder bag that's kind of easy to get in and out of. Because the Senreve Mini Maestra, even though super duper versatile, it just isn't, I wouldn't say it's difficult to get in and out of because I have a Kelly bag and that's more difficult, but the Neo Noir has no kind of button closure, anything like that, so it's much easier to kind of get in and out of. Like, I could leave the bag sort of sitting like that, you know, not completely tightened, and just grab in the bag, go in the bag and get things that I need for the kids. I just feel like it's a little bit more kind of easy going for that mum kind of lifestyle. So that's why I grabbed this bag. Other reason is that I needed it to fit a MacBook, a 13-inch MacBook, not to carry it for like a long period or anything like that, not to even carry it more than like 5 minutes. It was just for like when I go to my parents' house, I tend to like to take my computer with me so that way I can do some work when I'm there, because obviously I have my mum and dad helping me out with the kids. So I do know that it does fit a MacBook Air 12-inch, because I did watch Isabel's Styles review video of the Neo Noir. So if you want a review video on this bag, definitely go and watch her video because it's pretty detailed. I have grabbed my MacBook, which is a MacBook 13-inch, and it does have like a case on it. And I'm just going to check that it does actually fit in. I had already planned this in my head that it would need to go at the back of the bag. I need to completely loosen the strap, like the tightening part. I'm just going to see if it is going to fit. According to the dimensions, it should fit because it's 26 centimeters wide, this bag. And the MacBook is 21 centimeters wide. So yeah, it does actually fit. That's fine, it does fit. So that's how it kind of looks. I'm just supporting the base because I don't want to be pushing down on the base with a bag that I think I'm going to keep this. I really do think I am. But I don't know, like, I know if you're new to my channel, you're probably watching this going, why are you buying a bag and you don't even know if you're going to keep it, you know? Like, for people who watch my videos a lot, you will know that I am absolutely in love with Hermes. I'm just such a fan and enthusiast for Hermes, whereas I'm just always funny with like Louis Vuitton and Chanel. When it comes to like actual like bags, I am really picky with bags from Chanel and Louis Vuitton, and I like to make sure that the reason I'm buying them is A, because I really love the style, or B, the other reason is that it suits my lifestyle and I'm buying it for a purpose that I can't get from my Hermes bags. I was thinking of getting the on-the-go MM because I feel like that is kind of a better bag for carrying a laptop, but the on-the-go MM is 3,600 Australian dollars. And it is actually kind of like bulky the way it sits out. It does stick out quite a bit when you put it on your shoulder. Whereas the Neo Noe does kind of sit a bit better. It does hug to you. I had all these things in mind with like a bag that I was going to choose for that kind of, you know, for the reasons that I stated, for using with the kids and something that's going to hold more, that kind of stuff. And the Neo Noe just fit like everything. It ticked all the boxes. I did like the Neo Noe in the giant, I know you probably can hear like background noise. I'm sorry, it's my son and my daughter. This is life. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to film any videos at all. But yeah, like I was saying, the giant Louis Vuitton print in the, like, it's like an empreinte leather or something like that, or maybe not, it's just like a leather. I just thought for that price, I think it's $4,150 or something, like even more expensive than the on-the-go MM, but the function is the same. The only better thing about that Neo Noe is that the insert is actually removable, whereas in this, the insert is fixed. So that I find a little bit annoying. I'm not gonna lie, that's a little bit annoying, but I'm not gonna pay, like, how much does that end up being? Like almost $2,000. It's not far off $2,000 of difference, you know, it's getting close to that. Versus, you know, this kind of bag, $2,450 versus the $4,150. Just because the insert can be removed, I don't feel as though that's really worth paying almost $2,000 in difference. Yes, the other version is a leather bag, but again, going back to the point where I wanted to use this with the kids for situations where I needed to carry more, that sort of thing, and have a lightweight, comfortable bag. Going with the leather version is going to be a little bit more heavy, and it's probably going to be not as carefree as monogram canvas. Everyone knows that monogram canvas is really robust, easy to clean, pretty carefree. Most people who have kids tend to love to use the Louis Vuitton monogram canvas bags for that very reason, that they can be more carefree with their handbags. Okay, this video has been very, very awkward to film because I keep getting interruptions. But before I close off this video, I just wanted to give an update as well, like on this bump that's on my head. If you watched my last, well, actually it wouldn't have been my last video because some other videos that were pre-recorded have gone up in between, but I actually filmed the video, it was a week ago, where I spoke about, you know, the potential melanoma, but the dermatologist has done an inspection, looked at it with like the microscope, and he says that it's not a melanoma. He's not concerned. We haven't done a skin scraping yet, but at the moment they are treating it as like an aggressive pimple that's gotten infected, like or a skin infection. So I've got like topical treatment, and I was on antibiotics, but I have finished it now. Now I have to go back in a couple weeks if it hasn't gone away with the treatment. So yeah, that's currently the status. So that's a good thing. So we're not worried that there's going to be melanoma. There's still that slight chance because we haven't done the skin scraping, but it's very, very unlikely. It could potentially actually be a cyst. That could be what it is. So yeah, I have to go back in a couple weeks if it hasn't gone away. But basically, while I was off camera, I had a bit of a play around with this bag. And you know how I was saying that there was like a kink in it? Well, it actually turns out that the reason that there was like a bit of a kink in the leather was that it was twisted. Like this was twisted, and so was the other side. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, it was twisted. So now when I looked online on the website as to how this strap is supposed to sit when it's tightened, that's how it's supposed to look. But before it wasn't like that. It was kind of twisted up. So I just compared it onto the Louis Vuitton website, and I had to kind of twist this around, like pinch this to twist it, so it's now in the right place. But it's probably pretty likely I'm going to end up having to use this bag pretty soon, because it is just such an easy sort of carefree bag, easy to get in and out of, very spacious. It's going to hold all my kids' things as well. And even though I'm definitely still going to use my Senreve Mini Maestra, no doubt about it, it's just that this offers something different, and it just really diversifies my collection. And it diversifies my collection when it comes to handbags that are very practical to use with the kids. So this is now going to be another one that's practical to use with the kids, but much bigger. So very spacious, but without being like bulky or anything like that. The other thing is that I thought about getting the Senreve Midi Maestra, but the Midi Maestra, I do kind of worry that it's going to be a bit big to use as like a shoulder bag, crossbody bag, because it is a structured sort of handbag. I feel like if I got the Midi Maestra, I would probably just use that mostly as either a backpack or a nappy bag, like a diaper bag for my son, that kind of thing. You know, that's probably what I would use it for. Or if I needed to carry, like, say, my laptop or something like that. But I'm not even sure. I think the midi only fits an 11-inch laptop or something. Yeah. But yeah, that is it. I've gone off on a bit of a tangent because I finally had a little bit of peace without baby crying, daughter making noise. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.